Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm gonna discuss some topic which will be helpful for most of the people who are struggling how to identify a trend and how to identify a trend reversal has happened. So here in this method what I'm going to explain, it'll be easy for anyone who knows like basics of trend analysis and how to identify it. Many people might be knowing higher high, higher lows, and all these things, but they may not have a clear idea when the trend has changed, either from buy to sell or sell to buy. So, today in this video, I'm gonna share the topic QML, Quasimodo level or Quasimodo reversal. This is a very high probability setup where you will exactly know what is your entry point, what is your stop loss, and what will be your targets. And also this pattern will give you very less risk to high rewards. So what is it? It's UML. Okay, so people who knows basic trend analysis, they'll be knowing higher high, higher lows. So they'll be knowing exactly whenever successive high is being broken, you'll go for buy entry. Few people, they might be knowing like until when they can buy a stock or a securities or an index. And there are few indicators which may also help you, like until when you can buy, by seeing the indicators like RSI, MACD, etc. So in case of RSI, whenever any stock which reaches 80, it will be considered as a overbought and reversal might happen anytime. But even with an indicator, like you cannot identify exactly the reversal will happen at this point. If a particular stock or an index is at 80 or above 80, if it is over bullish, sometimes there is a high possibility for it to reach 80, 85, 90, etc. But you will not know exactly when it will reverse. And also, like anyone who knows like basics of trend analysis, whenever lower low has been made, they'll be knowing, they can identify a trend has changed. For example, the first time where it made lower lows is this point. Okay, few people might not be aware of like whether it has made a lower low, or when it is going up whether the trend will reverse down or not. So this is nothing but like which is close enough to Quashimoda. Like whenever a fresh lower low is made, like that is the point like where a trend has changed from buy to sell. So in this video, I'm gonna explain about this high probability trade setup. So how does a Quashimodo level looks like? This is a low point. It goes for a high. It comes for a retracement and again makes a fresh high. So whenever a fresh high is being made, like this previous high is being broken, and it will be considered as a uptrend. So when does the trend change from buy to sell? Whenever when the market is at high point and the previous low is broken, and whenever you get a strong close below this low point, that is the first time where you will consider as trend has reversed. Okay, so what is Quashimodo and how to identify Quashimodo? So whenever a fresh low has been made, so you can decide that trend has changed, and to know exactly where is your people will have doubts like where to make entry. There are different methods people can make their entry, like making Fibonacci retracement. So whenever stock comes to, different people will have different setups, like either stock might reverse from, they will have a different point, like whenever you get a reversal symbol in this point, they might take a sell trend, or whenever it is reaching 0.618, they will make an sell entry. Or people will have, those who follow harmonics pattern, they will consider the point 786. Or sometimes people wait for double top to form and then they take a trade. So there are various methods you can take a trade. So here in this Quasimodo setup, like I will explain you how to take a trade, and let's see what is the success ratio, risk reward, etc. So in this method, it's nothing but basic trend analysis, and if you know a little bit about the same, you'll be knowing exactly. So Quasimodo, it looks like this pattern. So immediately people, when they see this pattern, people might call this as a head and shoulder pattern. It looks similarly like an head and shoulder pattern, but in case of a head and shoulder pattern, you need the neckline to be like this and it will make a fall. Okay, so this is head and shoulder, but Quashimoda, in case of a head and shoulder pattern, all 3 points will be at the same level or this thing. Even if it is like this, like even if you keep like this, if you take a trade like this, as per head and shoulder pattern, your entry point will be at this point. Once this neckline is broken, then only your entry is there. But this is not Quashimoda. Quashimoda is nothing but whenever previous low has been broken with a strong sell candle, it goes back for retracement, and as per Quashimoda, the previous leg is your entry point. And as I say, this is not an head and shoulder pattern. It looks similar to head and shoulder pattern. Whereas head and shoulder pattern, your entry will be at this point. So whenever this low is broken, then only your head and shoulder entry comes. But whereas in QML or the Quashimodo pattern, it's not like that. Okay. So as per QML, whenever this low is broken, that is the point where you come to a decision trend has changed. So when you got the confirmation the trend has changed, your entry point will be this left shoulder's high point, or else the second point will be this one. Okay, this is Quashimodo setup. After explaining this, I will take you to live charts, and even if not live charts at the moment, I will show you from the past backtesting how Quashimodo has given targets, entry and targets. Excuse me. Okay, this is Quashimodo. And how to identify, if anybody who knows about supply and demand zone, they can make use of it. Try to find out where is the price action which has been happened between this high and low, and try to find your zones for the entry. I mean your leg left swing low to swing high point. Try to identify candles where supply and demand zone or distribution has happened before making a fall. So this is one way to identify where institutions or the sellers have accumulated before making a fall. So if you find this point over here, like most of the time it will be, as per the logic, it is in this area exactly over here, and sometimes this might go to it might take double top also, and then also the fall will come. So as per logic, this is your first entry point or first entry level. Okay, these are the two entry points. Your entry should be within this range, and your stop loss will be exactly above your range with some buffer. Okay, vice versa on top also. Okay, once again I will explain you. Okay, so you need to wait for the question order setup to form, and then you need to take an entry. Okay, so this time market is going from down to up. It comes for retracement, making a fresh high, and people might think when it has reached the fresh high, the trend might go up. Okay, but people who want to take confirm entry setup need not hurry to go for a buy on this point and try to see what is happening. And whenever previous low is broken, and this is the point, like trend has changed from buy to sell. So after forming this, you need to wait for your entry point. Okay, so after it made a fresh lower low, try to mark this zone and this zone. Okay, so after marking this zone, wait for entry point, wait for the price to come to this point and initiate your sell. Okay, I'll try to give you different colors to identify. So whenever price comes here, make your entry. And where is your stop loss? Your stop loss is here. Okay, and in case if your stop loss is hitting, again you should make another entry when the price goes to this range. You need to initiate another sell at this point, because considering the fact that trend has reversed, it made a fresh lower low, the market would go for to make a double top, and then it might reverse from there to here. So same likewise, this is your entry. This is your stop loss for this point. Okay, this is QML pattern, and as per this thing, if you see, okay, we'll talk about target also. So after initiating a sell, immediate swing low will be your first target. and your next target will be previous swing low. Okay, so in this method, if you see, risk reward ratio, short position, if you're initiating a sell somewhere, for example over here, your stop loss is just, if you see the risk reward ratio, you're getting 1 is to 6. For example, your stop loss is only 555 points, and your target is, first target is 3510. And if you see, if your second target, it's 1 is to 9, it's almost 1 is to 10. And here the point, it is like, since we are seeing a TCS stock, the price is like this. But if you see, like, your risk reward ratio is nothing but 1 is to 6 or 1 is to 10. And even in this case, like, if your stop loss is hitting, you'll lose only 1 point or 555 points, and you need to make your second entry again at the top in this range. And see, what is your stop loss? Your first target is nothing but, your first target only, your risk reward ratio is 1 is to 7. And if you go for second target, it's nothing but 1 is to 10. Okay, so this is Quashimada with very less risk. Excuse me, very less risk with a high reward. Okay, the same pattern is common for buy setup as well. Market is coming from top. Whenever the price close above this high, that is the first point where the trend is reversing. So what you need to do, price will go up. When the price goes up, identify your zones and mark your entry point. So this is your first entry point. If stop loss hits, this is your second entry point. So whenever price has made higher high, higher low, wait for the price to come to this area and you initiate your buy. Likewise, entry, your entry, stop loss is below this range. Okay, so this is Koshimada, and your target will be, if it goes from here, this is your first target. And again, this is your second target, like swing high.